Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kaiser Report. I haven't been able to get to you for the last few days. I've been a little under the weather, as I said in my short this morning, but as promised, I'm going to be here to talk to you a little bit about what's going on through the nation and around the holidays and getting ready for the onslaught of more people being sent to your cities that probably shouldn't be there. Anyway, the news is that we have 8+ million people that have crashed through the border, the southern border, and have been sent around the country. Most of we don't know where they are or who they are. Just this week alone, we watched some Chinese nationals walk through the fence along with other nationalities that were gathered there, getting into Texas. The odd part was watching the Chinese gentlemen, all young men of military age, lined up by the Border Patrol before they released them in, all standing at military parade rest, and it'd be hard-pressed for me to believe that these people are been sent here to do a job. Along with people coming through that are been pushed through by the cartels, whether they're acting as moles or carriers to bring in more fentanyl and illicit drugs. It was kind of a crime to watch taking place right in front of our very eyes. But it's going on. It's out of control. And all while this is happening, the Ukrainian president was invited as a guest to go to Venezuela for the swearing in of the new president there. Interesting, isn't it? Then leaves there and comes to our country and is welcomed in by our president, who is pushing for several $100 million more for him to take home with him. And his urgency in meeting and talking to the Congress and Senate was they're going to go home on Christmas break, and he'd like to have his cash before that. If you all are watching this and not being triggered mentally about what's going on, then you've been under a rock for a long time. It's a travesty that this little man can stand up on our Senate floor in houses of Congress begging for more dollars to continue a war which our president thinks they're going to be victorious in, which I don't see any possibility of that happening at all. And it's all tied to more aid for Israel, while half this country, including our university students, are out telling you that we have to support the other side in that war because Israel military are mean people. I don't see it that way, and I hope that you don't either. For him to stand there last night and give that speech was a travesty. If he has no concept of, he just, they'll support me flying around and continuing the money laundering that's going on in the Ukraine with no accountability. And now, Schumer, he wants to give away the store. We're out of money. The cash register's closed. We have small businesses folding under, one after another. We have insurance companies that are refusing to even renew homeowner policies. The shopping that's going on for the holidays, people are hard stretched to be able to afford that because of the increase in food prices. And then you have talk by people like Bill Gates who want you to eat bugs. He's buying up farmland. He owns over 275,000 acres of profitable farmland in cahoots with Monsanto and whoever else is doing this genetically modified food sources that are probably making us all sick, but we don't know that. They want everybody to go to EV cars. Not a good thing. There's nothing wrong with an EV car. If you want one, just go out and buy one. They have problems. Tesla, on the other hand, is a good product, but very expensive. Not for the average working Joe, blue-collar worker. But maybe one day they will be. The new truck he's coming out with is supposed to be fabulous. We'll see. Looks good. Has some really cool features about it. But this thing with Ukraine and us pouring money into Ukraine and continuing to poke a stick at Mr. Putin and his country is not good. But on the other hand, we're facing the Christmas holidays. Hanukkah's in swing right now. If you are paying money to a university to indoctrinate your child into false thinking and thinking that genocide is okay as long as it's Jewish people, then I would highly recommend that you pull your students out of that school and pull funding from that school as early and as often as possible. If you're an alumnus, stop donating. This woke nonsense throughout these universities and lack of discipline is an atrocity that needs to be addressed. The hearings that took place with the presidents of these Ivy League universities, they're all about free speech. Well, free speech is fine. I go along with it. But genocide is not part of free speech. My God, this is 2023, almost 2024, and this nonsense is taken over. People are stressed. The economy is stressed. The Fed met today and decided not to change the interest rate. They're going to remain high, which means new home buying and house buying is going to cost more. 6.5 to 7.5%. It's hard on the working Joe and Mary. I don't know. I want to remain happy through the holiday season. I've got my shopping done. I hope we'll all be okay through it. I worry, as you should be worried, about these people that are running around all over our country that are not citizens, not paying taxes, straining the aid and welfare systems, and yet they say there's probably another 25 to 30,000 that are waiting to just walk through the border like they're doing daily. Please contact your congressperson, your Senate person, and please tell them how you feel about this. The blue cities are taking it worse because they're the sanctuary cities. They were all about let them all through, make them all instant citizens, give them all amnesty. But when they show up in their cities, they go, oh, our homeless population is too much. We can't afford this. New York, San Francisco, Chicago, now San Diego. Tent cities popping up right and left. That needs to be addressed here in this country. It seems that our president decided last night that he thinks that he should secure the borders of the Ukraine sooner than he should secure the border of the country that he is a president of, which disturbs me. We have an election year coming up. And if it doesn't scare you, it should. But that's my rant for today. That's what's going on. We're hoping and praying that it gets straight. But in the meantime, we just have to keep prayer in our hearts, joy in our hearts, goodwill toward men and women. And yes, I can define what a woman is. So, with that, I hope all your Christmas shopping is going well. I hope your family is well. I hope you're looking forward to a nice holiday season. And please don't forget, as always, to hit the like button on this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If you have comments or questions, hit that below and I'd be happy to answer it or field your question or research your question. With that, I'm going to say have a great day and I'm going to be out of here.